Welcome to the Administrative Review Process and Structure module. During this module, I will go over a general overview of the layout and structure of the review. Part of our responsibility at ISB of administering the child nutrition programs is to evaluate the accountability of schools, institutions, and organizations who participate in these programs. We have provided an acronym list on the website because there will be a lot of acronyms that I will use as you watch the various modules covering the administrative review. For starters, previously this accountability process was called the Coordinated Review Effort, or we often called it the CRE or CRE. Now it is simply referred to as Administrative Review or AR. In order to comply with the shortened 3-year cycle, we have increased the number of school food authorities, or SFAs, that we review each year. There are approximately 1,200 school food authorities in Illinois. The average number of reviews we conducted under the prior cycle was 240, and now we will average about 400 reviews per school year. The list of school food authorities who will receive a review this year is currently on our website. The objectives and purpose of the administrative review is to first assess your compliance with program requirements. Secondly, we are there to provide technical assistance to aid you in operating and improving your food program. Thirdly, we will recommend corrective action to ensure that you reach compliance in areas in which you are not currently in compliance. Lastly, we will ensure the reimbursement which you have received is valid. If necessary, fiscal adjustments will be made in response to particular findings. The administrative review is a multi-step process. First, you will receive an announcement letter informing you that you will receive a review this year. Next, your reviewer will contact you to schedule the dates of the review at your school district. Once the review dates are established, your reviewer will begin to work with you on gathering information for you to prepare and start the review process. We refer to this step as the preliminary data collection. This data provides the reviewer with some baseline information about your current policies and procedures. When your reviewer arrives at the school district on the scheduled dates, the review process begins with an entrance conference. Ideally, we would like to meet with those key individuals who oversee any of the child nutrition programs. The entrance conference is an opportunity for the reviewer to become familiar with you and your staff and their responsibilities. During the on-site review, a review of program records will occur and observations of meal preparation, meal service, and other activities will occur to determine program compliance. Technical assistance is provided throughout the review. At the conclusion of the review, the reviewer will conduct an exit conference to discuss findings. This is a great opportunity for you to ask questions and get clarification. Fiscal action will be assessed when required by program regulations. We know fiscal action is always a hot topic, so rest assured that I will discuss fiscal action in depth throughout each module of the administrative review. A corrective action plan will be required to address all findings. The corrective action plan is a written plan submitted by the school food authority. Everyone planned for the review will receive a formal announcement letter. The announcement letter officially notifies you a review will be conducted during the current fiscal year. Your authorized representative will receive an email in their iWAS inbox with the announcement letter attached. This letter can be found in WINS under the paperclip icon. Here's a snapshot of what your home screen looks like in WINS. As you will notice at the top, there is a paperclip in red. Click on the paperclip icon. A pop-up box will appear. At the bottom of that box, we'll have a section called Attachments. You will see a description called Announcement Letter. Click on the View icon and the letter will open. We anticipate that these letters will be available around December or January. Remember, WINS needs to be kept current to ensure accurate delivery of the email notification of the announcement letter. The information is only as good as what is available to us. so please keep this information current, including phone numbers and email addresses. Here's a snapshot of what the letter looks like. The announcement letter will be addressed to the authorized representative as identified in your WINS questionnaire. If the correct person is not listed as the authorized representative, then you will need to change it with the Data Analysis Division at ISB. So this is where the change needs to originate. If your authorized representative has not attended any of the on-site administrative review workshops or has not watched this module, please let them know that they are the individual receiving the announcement letter and to keep a lookout for it. As you see, there is a link that directs you to the administrative review checklist to help you prepare for the review. It identifies the documents to have ready when your reviewer arrives at your district. Please make sure the necessary individuals receive a copy of the checklist to adequately prepare for the review. This checklist is also found on our website. The letter also includes the name of the assigned monitor and indicates that the reviewer will contact you to schedule the exact date and time of the review. Once the assigned reviewer has contacted you to schedule the review, they will request information which will be needed prior to the on-site visit. At a minimum, the review period must include the most recent month for which a claim was submitted, as long as it contains at least 10 operating days. For example, if I will be at your facility on January 20th, I would more than likely review December's information. The reviewer will need the School Food Authority to email the master list of eligible students who qualify for free and reduced. This can also be known as your benefit issuance document. This will be discussed in more detail in the Access and Reimbursement module as to what we need in this list. The following 2 documents will be emailed to you by your reviewer so that you can prepare ahead of time. All of these tools are assessments of your current procedures. They are a summary of program practices or procedures which identifies your overall program procedures. It is to your benefit to have this completed prior to the review. Your reviewer may even request this information before the on-site visit, to which you can send via email. The Dietary Specification Assessment Tool is asking questions about your current menu practices. The final preliminary work your reviewer may do is the school selection. During the review, we are not required to evaluate all of your schools. The chart on this slide indicates the minimum number of schools we must review based on the total number of schools in your district. For example, if a school district has 1 to 5 schools, only 1 site will be selected for review. If you are a larger district and have 30 schools, then 4 schools will be selected for a review. One change of the new review process is the number of required breakfast reviews to be conducted. 50% of sites selected for review must also have a review of the school breakfast program. As previously stated, the site selection process may occur prior to the review. However, your reviewer may prefer to conduct this step after they arrive on site. The administrative review process has been organized into 5 monitoring sections. Within each monitoring section addresses a specific review area. The following monitoring sections are Access and Reimbursement. This entails eligibility documentation, benefit issuance, meal counting and claiming, and verification. The next section is Nutritional, Quality, and Meal Pattern. This entails the meal components, offer versus serve, and dietary specifications and nutrient analysis. Resource Management. This section looks at the finances of the nonprofit school food service account, paid lunch equity, revenue from non-program foods, and indirect costs. General program compliance encompasses civil rights, on-site monitoring, wellness policy, smart snacks, school meal environment, the water requirement, food safety, school breakfast program, and summer food service program outreach, and record-keeping requirements. And lastly, other federal programs or other child nutrition programs. This includes the after-school snack program, seamless summer option, fresh fruit and vegetable program, and the special milk program. For each section of the review, There are activities that occur during the preliminary data collection and while your reviewer is on site. This process allows for the most efficient collection, submittal, and analysis of the data and information for a given review area. Each of these sections will be covered in separate training modules. We realize that in many schools, a variety of individuals are responsible for administering the school nutrition programs. As a result, we highly recommend that those individuals watch the modules that they work with. This will help them prepare for the administrative review. Furthermore, on our website, we have created a list of helpful website links that will provide more information on various content areas related to the scope of the administrative review. If you have any questions as it relates to this section of this training module, please feel free to contact our office via phone or email. We appreciate your time in viewing this training module and hope you find it helpful.